The gentleman from Oklahoma.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I yield myself such time as I may consume. Madam Speaker, as has become all too common in recent years to learn about the perpetrators of violent crime who should have been locked up for earlier incidents. All too often, we hear that a woke prosecutor decided not to pursue charges against a criminal for an earlier violent act, only for the same criminal to then offend again and again. As part of our commitment to America, House Republicans will take action to end this practice. To speak more about this issue and the solution contained in H.R. 7967, I yield 3 minutes to my good friend, Mr. Tiffany of Wisconsin.
Gentleman recognized for 3 minutes.
Thank you, Madam Speaker, and I appreciate the remarks by the gentleman from Oklahoma because he's been spot on through this whole debate. I rise to oppose the previous question so that the House can consider the Prosecutors Need to Prosecute Act. Madam Speaker, it is no secret that crime is completely out of control in this country. Annual homicide records have been broken in at least a dozen major cities. Brazen smash and grab robberies in broad daylight are a daily occurrence. Killings, severe beatings, armed robberies, carjackings, sexual assaults, arson, looting have become a common feature on the evening news. The gentleman on the other side of the aisle asked why we're doing a bill like this. Turn on the news, and you will see it is at historic levels, crime in America. Yet rogue prosecutors in cities like LA, San Francisco, Philadelphia, New York City, and Milwaukee continue to release predators from custody almost as fast as the police can arrest them. The use of no cash bail policies, plea bargains, and a complete refusal to put dangerous repeat offenders behind bars has demoralized our police, endangered our communities, and America's most iconic cities resemble a third world country. And I would say take the Milwaukee County. Here's a quote from the district attorney in Milwaukee County. If you want to know why there should be data kept on this and why the American people should know what's going on as a result of prosecutors' actions in cities across America, here is a quote. Is there going to be an individual I divert who's going to go out and kill somebody? You bet. End quote. That district attorney is still there in Milwaukee County. He is the person that gave a low cash bail to the man who committed the Waukesha Christmas parade killings last year, killing 6 people out on low cash bail, injuring 60. There is a problem in America, and it needs to be dealt with. Americans are sick and tired of the lawlessness, and they are demanding accountability, and that's what this is about. Accountability. Madam Speaker, each year jurisdictions across the United States benefit from the Edwin Byrne Memorial Justice Assistant Grant Program, which provides funding to states, tribes, and local governments to support a range of justice-related programs. If we defeat the previous question, we will offer an amendment to the rule calling for immediate consideration of the Prosecutors Need to Prosecute Act by my friend from the City of New York, which will apply a reporting requirement to these grants. It would, among other things, mandate that district attorneys report to Congress how often they follow through on holding criminals charged with violent crimes like murder, rape, arson, crimes involving illegal guns, and motor vehicle theft accountable. They would also be required to disclose how often they prosecute the initial charges, how often they secure convictions, whether or not those charged were already on probation or parole, and how many offenders were released without bail.
Time has expired.
Gentlemen, may I have 30 more seconds?
I yield additional 30 seconds to the gentleman from Wisconsin, Madam Speaker.
Gentleman is recognized for 30 additional seconds.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. The American people need to know if the people they've entrusted to keep their neighborhoods safe are actually using their tax dollars to finance this crime wave. It is time to end the policy of underwriting progressive policies that endanger the lives and livelihoods of decent, hardworking Americans, and that starts with transparency. I urge my colleagues to stand with us for safer communities and oppose the previous question. Thank you. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
The gentleman from